Hi there and welcome to Z Study Hub, your home for scholarships, university applications, and generally studying abroad. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a scholarship that is dear to my heart and is going to be opening really soon. It opens on the 2nd of August and closes on the 1st of November. So this is the Chevening scholarship, and this scholarship is a very good scholarship. I'll be telling you all about the scholarship, but before then, make sure you subscribe in order not to miss out on subsequent information I'll be bringing out, because I'll be sharing very useful tips with you on how to also apply for the scholarship and make sure you ace it and get the scholarship. Now, why is this scholarship very important? I am a beneficiary of the scholarship, so I'm giving you first-hand information. The Chevening scholarship is a UK government scholarship for international students to study a one-year master's in the UK for free, absolutely free. What do you stand to benefit? First, full tuition fee payment. So basically they pay for everything for you. You don't have to worry about your fees. They pay for your full tuition fees. Secondly, they pay for a flight ticket. So if you're traveling from your home country to the UK, you do not have to pay anything for your flight tickets when you're traveling from your home country to the UK. And that is if you're going and coming back after your studies. They take care of it for you. Thirdly, they give you monthly stipends. So every month they'll give you money, which varies and could be as high as £1,300. I'm imagining that at this point it would have increased. And also you get an arrival allowance. So when you arrive for the first time, they're very thoughtful and know that of course you may need money to start getting by before they give you your first stipend, so they'll give you an arrival allowance. There's more. They'll also pay for your TB test. You remember that when you're processing your visa, you have to do a TB test as part of your visa application. So when you finish doing the TB test and everything, Chevening will give back your money to you that you paid when you were doing the TB test. Also, they pay for your visa application, so you do not have to worry about your visa application fee or anything of that sort. They pay for your visa application. When you're leaving, also they give you a departure allowance, so some money that at least you can hold with you when you're going back home. What is more interesting about the Chevening scholarship, especially for those of you who have families, is that you can go with your family. So say if you have a wife or kids, you are allowed to go with your family. The only difference is that Chevening is not going to be responsible for maybe the visa of your other family members or stuff like that. But basically you're allowed to go with your family. So I know some friends of mine who went with their families during their Chevening year. So now that you know a lot about the Chevening scholarship, how do you know that you are eligible for the scholarship? The eligibility criteria for the Chevening scholarship is simple. And so in order to know that you can apply for the Chevening scholarship and get the Chevening scholarship, there are certain things that you should have. First, you definitely need to have a bachelor's degree, because how can you study a master's if you don't have an undergraduate degree? You get what I mean? So you need to have an undergraduate degree, which would enable you to apply and get admission for a master's program. So you definitely need to have that in order to apply for Chevening. Secondly, you have to be from a Chevening eligible country. Chevening eligible countries are basically countries that the Chevening program covers, and a lot of countries are there, so don't even get worried. It's very likely that your country is there. So I'm from Ghana. I have people from Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, Uganda, India, Pakistan, so many different countries. So a lot of countries are Chevening eligible countries, but you can also check. I am going to put the link in the description below for you to check it out and be sure that your country is a Chevening eligible country. The third thing that you need to know is that you should have at least 2 years of work experience, because they want people who have leadership experience and all of that. They need someone or people who have at least 2 years work experience. Now, if you're worried, don't be too worried, because this 2 years experience can be volunteering, it can be an internship, it can be like a job. So they just need you to have some kind of work experience in order to be able to apply for the scholarship. The last one is a condition. So it's something you basically sign, which is that you would return to your home country and live in your home country for at least 2 years before you return to the UK. Now hold your horses. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why would I do that? Because so many people want to use a steady route in order to get to the UK and do not leave. For me, I think that if you want to work in the UK, the 2 years is really very short. So I think that if you want to work or whatever, do a contract in the UK, you can still come back after 2 years. And the thing is that with the 2 years, it does not mean you cannot visit. You can still visit the UK. So this is the eligibility criteria for Chevening. Very simple. Let me tell you a bit more about the scholarship itself. The Chevening scholarship is for people who are leaders and change makers and people who have done impactful work in their communities. Now, Chevening is a very competitive scholarship. And because of how competitive it is, you have to make sure that your application stands out. I'm going to give you an idea of the timeline. When applications open on 2nd August, you send in your application, and then applications close on 1st November. So you can send your application early or just use the 3 months to prepare your application. And that's a lot of time for you to put together a strong application. The main thing with the Chevening application, apart from, of course, filling in your name, date of birth, certificate, academic background, apart from filling all those things, the main thing with Chevening is your essays. You will write 4 essays. 1 on leadership, 1 on networking, 1 on why you want to study in the UK, and the last one is on your career plan. So these 4 essays will determine your progress into the next stage. So after you have sent in your application, including the essays, which is basically like a system, a portal online that you fill in all of these things. After it's been submitted, somewhere around December, they sift it according to eligibility criteria. So for instance, those who do not have 2 years of experience, those who do not have an undergraduate program to even be able to apply, they take out all of those people. Then they shortlist. The shortlisting stage is where you have them invite you for an interview. So when they invite you for an interview, you have to also prepare for the interview and then make sure you perform. After the interviews, then guess what? After some months, somewhere around June, July, you get an email, thankfully, that you've been chosen for Chevening. That is what matters, right? So you've been chosen for Chevening, and then you have to do a few things, fill some forms, and then you can go to school. But there's something you need to know. You remember I haven't mentioned the university application process at this point. This is just the Chevening application process. So you do not need to have admission to apply for Chevening. You just need to let them know that I want to go to University 1A, University B, University C. So you have to let them know your first choice university, second choice university, third choice university, during the application process when you're filling the form on the portal. So you just have to let them know the universities, and in the essays you'll be like, this is why I want to go to University A, this is why I want to go to University B, this is why I want to go to University C. But you do not have to have admission. You do not have had to apply by that time to be able to apply for Chevening. So it means that you can wait to finish submitting your application, even if it is on the last day. Don't do that, but I'm just saying, even if it's on the last day, on 1st November, you can wait to finish submitting it before you apply to your universities around November, middle November, end November, December, and get admission, so that by the time Chevening would give you the scholarship, hopefully next year July, you would have had admission already, and they will ask you, do you have admission? Even sometimes during the interview they'll ask you, have you gotten admission yet? You can say yes, or I have applied but I'm waiting for a decision. That does not really impact the outcome of your Chevening interview, but by the time you are able to thankfully get a scholarship, you should have admission and tell them that, okay, I have admission and I want to go to University A. In the interview, you can even change the order. Maybe during application you told them that, oh, my first choice university is University College London, my second choice university is University of Aberdeen, my third choice university is Queen Mary University. During the interview, you can tell them that, oh, at this point I want to make Queen Mary University my first choice university instead, and they will definitely listen to you, so that when the scholarship comes up or you get it, you can attend Queen Mary University of London. I hope this has been useful to you. I really would encourage you to start preparing for the Chevening application now, and start writing ideas on your essays, ideas, things that you've done, leadership experiences, so that when you're putting the essays together, you will remember all of these things and make sure that you put it together and get a strong application so that you get shortlisted for interview and make it. I will definitely after this video, my next video will be a video where I'll be sharing with you tips on writing the Chevening essays. That would really help to make you get strong essays to get shortlisted, hopefully, in order to make it to the next stage. So Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and also make sure that you hit the bell so that you are notified each time I post a new video. By the time you're watching this video, I probably have posted it already, so just check on my channel and you'll find it, or I'll put the link to that video in the description as well. So make sure you subscribe to Z Study Hub, because this is your home for scholarships, university applications, and generally studying abroad. I wish you the very best. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Z Study Hub, and make sure we connect. So lots of love, very best wishes in your application. Bye.